make a beggar packet. What a beggar packet is something you can give to family, friends, or whoever you want. First of all, you're gonna get a piece of paper and you're gonna either write why you should or why we should. If you're doing why you should, it's something that you're trying to beg, as in that's why it's called beggar packet, beg someone to like clean your room. Let's just do that as an example. So you're like, why you should clean my room. And this is just an example, so if you're making your own and you want someone to do something for you, then you can do yours. If you do why we should, then you're gonna write like, what should do? Why? Let's see. Well, why we should go to the park. We should do that. Why we should go to the park. Okay, so those are my examples. Why you should clean my room, or why we should go to the park. Like I said again, you don't have to do the exact things. You can use this for your whole life. Like I made one on why I should go to and why our family should go to Millennium Park tomorrow, but I don't need to explain that. That's more family stuff. Okay. All right. So if you do why you should clean my room, then you are going to do, so if you're doing up and down, then you'd write underneath it. So like why you should clean my room, then you'd write 6 reasons underneath. So you'd write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So like why you should clean my room. 1, you could say like, you could make a few things up. Like you could be like, I have a lot of homework. And since I don't have a lot of room on my paper because I have 2 reasons, I'm not going to write incomplete sentences. But if you do this, then then you need to write incomplete sentences, make it look fancy, you know. Anyways, so I'm just writing homework because I don't have room, like I just said. Another reason why you should clean my room is it's a fun project you could do. I'm not going to do full 6 reasons. So do 6 reasons. Just do 6 reasons. If you think of more than 6 reasons, then you can continue writing. Or if you can't think of 6 reasons, then just start making things up. Okay? Now, for why we should, for my example, it was go to the park. Of course, you're still going to write 6 reasons. Why we should go to the park, you could do, it's fun, and like, we'll be outdoors. You could do things like that. Anyways, so let's review our first page. You're always going to review. If you mess up, do it again. But when you're done doing the packet, then you're going to write another copy. So you're just writing that, except without the mistakes or anything, because you're going to go through it at the end. But also go through it when you're done making the page. So, why you should clean my room. Number 1, I have a lot of homework to do. 2, it's a fun project cleaning. It's a fun project cleaning, and it's satisfying. Okay? But, okay, those 2 reasons sound really good. But say I did, why should I clean my room? 1, do I got homework, or like if you do like I have a bunch of homework, that's not gonna make them do that. That's not gonna make whoever you were doing it, for example, if you wanted your friend to do it or your mom to do it, if you do like a bunch, then they're just not gonna believe you and they're gonna think it's fake. So what I'm saying here is bluff. Don't lie, just bluff. Okay? But most of the time, try telling the truth. Like, I tell the truth on this whole entire thing. 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 I told the truth because obviously you need to tell the truth. So like if I did why we should go to the park, if I wrote it's fun, that's just boring. No one's gonna believe that. You need to be like, it will be super fun playing around on the monkey bars or like swinging or whatever you like to do at the park. Or like if you just write like it'll be outdoors, that's boring. You need to write it'll be outside in the nature. That sounds more fun. So anyways, on to the next page. You're going to write facts that you didn't write onto there. So like why you should, fun, whatever, all those. If I didn't mention like my room is such a mess, then I'd have to write my room is really messy. And do you want anything from Chick-fil-A? They just asked what I wanted from Chick-fil-A, and I'm not going to tell you my order, but that was from one of the beggar papers I made. Like, literally, I don't have it because I give it to my mom. I'm like, why you should get me and my sister Chick-fil-A for lunch? Even though I'm making this video at 2:40 p.m. I haven't eaten lunch. The only thing I had was french fries, and that was breakfast. Help me. Okay, anyways, back to the thing. So, I said, my room is really messy and needs cleaning up. Okay, that sounds like very reasonable. Like, sometimes your room can be very messy and needs to be cleaned up. But if you just wrote, my room's messy, okay, that's boring. It's not, you need to add detail. Like, that's another important thing. Oh, I forgot on what you're supposed to write on the top. So on the top paper, you're going to write facts not listed. Like, for both of them, you need to do that. Okay, and if you did, and for the why we should, then like I said, why we should go to the park. I should do, like, we can also go on since okay, so why we should go to the park. If I didn't list this in it, I would write it on here. Since the park is outside, we can take a walk. Okay, that's exercise. Good. But if I just wrote, we can take a walk, still, like I said, for the first one, it's boring. You need detail. Okay? So now we have 2 pages. Next, for the third one, it's going to be, so this one, it's going to be different for why you should, okay? So I'm going to do why we should first, and if you're doing a why you should, I'll do that next, okay? I'm doing So let's say so at the top you're gonna write the weather, on, and then you're gonna write a date, okay? And this is for the we. So if you're a you, then don't do it. Just don't do this page, okay? The weather on, and then you write a date. So say I wanted to do it on Saturday, I would write June, because it's June. And then I would write Saturday. And since Saturday is going to be on the 15th, I'd write 15. And then I'd write the year 2024. And then draw like a line underneath, make it fancy. The weather on June, Saturday, 15, 2024. That sounds fancy. That sounds detailed. But if I wrote weather on Saturday, what Saturday? What year? What day? What month? You don't know any of that stuff. You need to add detail, okay? So you'd pick a day you wanted to go to the museum or the park, but mine's park, so I'm going to do that. The weather on June, Saturday, 15. Okay, so then I'd go in the weather app and write the weather of the time zone you want to be. So say I wanted to go it at 1 p.m. and then I'd want to leave at 3 p.m. I'd write 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 2 p.m. And I'll have a dash next to it, okay? Say on Saturday at 1 o'clock, it would be, 70 degrees. Let's just pretend that's going to be 70. Or 2 o'clock, it'd be 60, and 3, it'd be 65. You're going to write that so they know what the weather's going to be like. But if it's cold, then you might want to pick another day or a different time. This is why we are doing a final copy after this, but I'm not going to show that on camera because it's going to take too long, okay? And then so then that's really how you do. Now for the you, okay? You don't do the weather, you do the day, okay? So you just write June, you just write the date. June, Saturday, 15th of 2024, okay? Okay. So on that day, you would just write then, and then you'd write the time that you wanted them to come. Not the time that they want to leave, because depending on how messy your room actually is, then you just gotta do it, okay? So say I don't know who this is, but Bethany, it's just a random name I thought of. Bethany, I want her to come at 5 a.m. But really, that's not realistic. So if I was doing an actual thing, I'd do like 5 p.m. or like 2 o'clock, whatever. Okay? And this page for the U's, you need to, if they agreed to do it, then you both need to find a date that works for you. Because sometimes the date that you pick might not be a good date for them. Next, and for the final page, at the top of your paper, you're going to write, you're going to write after making this. Okay, so on the final page, you're going to write, after making this, I would like you to think about this and thank you for having the time for reading this, period. And then you'd write written by, and then you'd write your name. So say my name is Carol. My middle name is Sky. You'd write S and then put a dot, and then say my last name is Charcoal. I'd write Charcoal. Okay, then at the bottom, here's the part that you really gotta think, okay? You're gonna draw a big box. And so that it looks like that. On one side, you're gonna write pros, and on the other side, cons. Write 3 pros and 3 cons. So, a pro, a good thing. And cons is a bad thing. A good thing for you cleaning my room is that it'll be clean again. A con about you cleaning my room is you might not want to. Okay? A pro about going to the park is we get to hang out. A pro about you taking me to the park, a con about you taking me to the park is we might get super tired. See, that's why you gotta think, because sometimes you might not be able to think of it, but you still have to do it, okay? Now, obviously, like I said, we have to review this. For why you should clean my room, and then write 6 reasons. Why we should go to the park, again, write 6 reasons. And make sure that you look over this, okay? 1, it's fun to go to the park. 2, it'll be outdoors. Or 1, I have lots of homework, so I won't be able to clean my room. 2, it's fun going through a bunch of things, and it's a good activity. So make sure that the spelling is good, and then you're gonna take another piece of paper and rewrite this, but write exactly what you wrote on here, just without the mistakes, and write it good. Make sure all the letters are good, okay? For the second page, facts not listed. My room is really messy and needs cleaning up. Good. But see right here, I messed up on my Y, so I need to fix that on the next piece of paper that I write this on. Or, since the park is outside, we can take a walk. See how I kind of messed up with these lines? I have to write that again. That is why we write things again, so we can make it look better. Next, for the we's, or if you're going somewhere, the weather on June, Saturday, 15, 2024. From 1 p.m., it'd be 70 degrees, and this one would be 60 degrees, but I messed up on my 6, so that's why I'm doing it again, okay? Or June, Saturday, 15, 2024, I want you to come at 5 a.m., except I messed up on writing this, so that's why we write it again. For the final page, make sure you write, after making this, I would like you to think about this, and thanks for your time. Thanks for having the time for reading this. And then you'd write written by your name, okay? Now make sure you write the pros and cons. Pros is a good thing. Cons is a bad thing. See how I messed up on most of this? That is why we write it again. And that is how you make a beggar packet. Thank you for watching. Bye.